Before being an artist, I was a vixen. Before being an artist, I was a backup artist at the studio though, not on stage. I think I recorded my first song in opposites.
No, you got signed.
I wasn't signed under Alphabeta. I was about to. When I realized I was pregnant. And I think the label needed a female artist so bad, like just how they explained to me, and I couldn't blame Salatia at the time. I be just the kind girl. I don't look serious. When you look at me physically, I don't look like somebody that has a lot of focus, have like, you know. If I wasn't an artist, when you look at me, probably you'll be thinking I'm a slave queen with all the tattoos and all the piercings and all the likes. So I won't blame Salatiel at the time. He didn't see himself investing in something that he wasn't sure of. And also, Salatiel had never really heard me sing and know my style and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was more comfortable around Mr. Leo. You understand? I was more comfortable around him. I would do freestyles around him. I would do things. You know, Salatiel to me he was like a boss at the time. Like, you know, there are things, if you're working in an office and you have a boss, there are things you don't want to be doing in front of him. So I will always be like, this thing I want to do, is it right? Even when I'm recording and Salatiel is there, I just had this pressure. I just had this, in fact, I will be shaking. I'll be like, am I doing the right thing? Is he going to like what I've just done? Is he going to be okay with what I just recorded and all of that? Yeah. So, but with Mr. Leo, I could feel free. Okay. That was how he made it to be. I could feel free. Yeah. I could go ahead and sing and make a mistake, even if I knew that okay, I wasn't doing it rightly, and then he would say, "This is not how they do it, and this is not how they do it." That was just how it was. And when I discovered I was pregnant, I went back to Salatiel. I'm like, "Oga, I'm pregnant." This is how I called him. I said, "Oga, I'm pregnant. This. So one thing led to another. He could not sign me because I decided to keep the pregnancy, and which was the best decision I've made even. I decided to keep that pregnancy and decided to have the baby. And I think that was when Alphabeta took Askia. That was when Alphabeta signed Askia.
You were first signed under Alphabeta Records.
Oh, okay.
But then you got pregnant, and Salatiel, being a strict businessman, could not continue. So he had to keep you for 5 months.
Keep me.
That you stayed with him while you were pregnant before your baby daddy showed up.
Okay. You're not even going to push me to say anything about that. Trust me, I already told you I don't want to talk about anything in that direction. Trust me, I don't want to talk about it. Maybe he's correct, maybe he's not. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. But trust me, Salatiel didn't sign me. I decided to have my baby. And truth is, I wanted to be around people that do music. I felt so frustrated. Trust me, I will not even lie. Mr. Leo was there for me at the time. You get? He was there for me at the time. But that wasn't me staying in his house. He was there for me at the time. I always run to him. Even the day that I was told that I couldn't be signed. I couldn't be signed because I'm pregnant and all of that. I had to call you. I called him. I said, this is what is happening. Then he asked me to come. I had to go to him, and he started talking to me, consoling me. Having a baby is not a bad thing. You can go through this. Music is not running away. You know, he was just talking to me. He was talking to me and talking to me and talking to me. And that was it. So I always run back. At the time, he was staying in Bomaka, in Boya. And then I think Bless B was with him too at the time. They were working together. Yeah, and they had a home studio. So I was always there listening to songs, listening to them recording. It was fun for me. I just wanted to be around the place of my dream.
Okay.
Yeah. While hanging around all the time, so Leo came up with this idea because he will make me freestyle most of the times. He will make me freestyle, listening to me and he was like, I think your voice will best suit dancehall. I think if you do dancehall with this, if we try dancehall, because I was always trying to freestyle in that direction. I was a huge fan of Pato Ranking, Stoneboy, Bonitone, all these Jamaica artists. I would want to sing like them. I was just, when this song came, so long have you with you, I would want to sing like the guy in that. I was just, so he could figure out. Every time I'm doing a freestyle, he will figure out. So he had to get me a patois teacher, the Jamaica language. He had to get me a patois teacher. I think that's Rude Boy. He's in the US right now, I think. So Rude Boy started talking to me. Rude Boy started teaching me. I even had a pamphlet. He even made us had a pamphlet of those translation from English to patois, from English to patois, from English to patois. So that made it easy for me to grab a thing or two, to be able to learn the language and to be able to put them in a song. I think with every day that comes, it's getting better. It's easy for me to flip it because, yeah.
Okay. Now, did Mr. Liu ever tell you he's going to open his own label someday?
I knew I was going to work with Leo. Obviously, when you know you're supposed to work with someone, definitely, because I think Leo was still under Alphabeta. But even as an artist, you can still sign another person. Even like I could be in a label and decide to put money on another person or to work with another person. Yeah, it's not going to affect my career in any way. Exactly.
Okay. Now,
So I knew he was one day going to open a label. I didn't know the name or whatever, but I knew he was going to open a label.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
And he had told me that don't worry, we are going to. I knew I was going to work with him. You get? It took a while. Like maybe almost 2 years or more, but I knew I was going to work with him. Okay. Exactly.
So within those 2 years, what were you doing aside from?
Body things, skincare.
Okay.
I used to do face wash, foot wash, body scrub in people's houses. I didn't even have a store back there. I just had my baby, and sometimes people will come to my house to do it. This thing of the scrub and the face and the whatever thing didn't start today.
Oh.
It goes way back.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was doing all those things, and sometimes I go to studios and do backup for artists. I do like for other major artists. I don't want to call anybody's name. I'll go there and do backup. Sometimes when they need me, they'll call me. And I make sure I visited the studio every time. Somebody like Gianni, I'll always go to Gianni for advice. I'll always go to Gianni to tell boss, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. And he will tell me, okay, this is good. You should have to try to learn this. You have to try to learn this. It was just every time I saw an opportunity to record, to step on the mic, it was a good thing for me. He gave me the best feeling ever. So I always hang around studios when I have the opportunity to undo stuff and do stuff and do stuff.
Okay. But how would you describe your stay in Lion production?
My stay in Lion production, like I always say, every family there, like even in your personal relationship, boyfriend and girlfriend, you guys fight, you guys have issues, you guys. So there were good and there were bad times. I would just say that.
Okay. So how long did it take for Gomez to join the family?
Gomez was already there before me. Gomez was there before me. Gomez and Leo go way back, just like Leo and I.
Okay.
He did not just see Gomez. No, I think, wait. I came to like, Leo and I were friends, and then later Leo met Gomez. I think so.
Yeah.
Later Leo met Gomez, but Leo started doing songs for Gomez and songs for Gomez or songs with Gomez before me. Because Gomez had his first song before I ever came out with Boss.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Because he kept on, he was like, you're not ready. I'm going to start with Gomez because Gomez, I don't even know what was that back then, but Gomez came out before me. I think so.
Like he came out
if
before
I'm not
you.
mistaken. Yeah, I think Gomez released a single before I did with Leo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, months later, you were at the forefront of the label. You became the face of the label. Mm-hmm. How would you describe this moment?
Like I said, that was me seeing my dreams come into reality. Obviously, it felt good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. At what moment did you decide that, okay, you know what, I have to leave?
It's just like in a relationship, like I earlier said, there's a boyfriend that there's a boy that you'll be dating and you will feel like, okay, this thing, due to whatever thing that is happening, and you feel like this thing is not making sense, this thing is not going anymore. Probably we need to, this thing is not the way it's supposed to be. People are being hurt and stuff, and we need to go out. I need to leave, or you need to leave, or the guy needs to leave, and that's just how it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how was this moment? Because from your explanation, you and Leo have been through a lot. You know, you mentioned that he was someone you were very comfortable with, more comfortable
of course, yeah,
than Salatiel. So now things didn't work out, and you decided to leave and start your own label, right? Did he at any point try stopping you?
Mm-hmm. I will not talk about that. I don't want to talk about that, trust me. I don't want to even go into anything Lion Productions because right now it's all about me and my Root Girl Nation. I just want to push further. I just want to look on the things that are ahead of me. I just want to look at my future and fix it. I just anything that anything that I need to fix about my career and life, I just want to fix it. Okay. I don't want to go back talking on the things that will bring me or will hurt me or will hurt some other person. I don't want to do that, trust me.
Okay.
I can queue for my peace right now. That's just what I need. Okay. And the funniest thing about it is, no label will talk about an artist. No label will say good thing about an artist that left their record label with a contract not being finished. When you check them now, from the people I know, check which artists don't come over a label. Even when they leave, sometimes your contract even finish and they even leave and may go. Especially when you're doing well, when they are seeing that, oh, things are booming, they let it leave and may go. Even when your contract don't finish, they will just try to do everything possible to keep you. Okay. Yeah, so there's no artist who will leave a label and the label is going to say good things about them. It's very difficult. Mm-hmm. It takes someone with a very good heart and with so much honesty to be open and say, hey, this guy was very good to me. He was a very good artist to the label. He did this, he did that. I've heard terrible things about other artists leaving their labels. I heard terrible things. Oh, this person did this to their boss. I know how it is, so I don't even think it. I know.
Okay. Now, in as much as you don't want to talk about this, right? But please, we just want to get something.
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Leo said you were in Lion Production for more than 3 years without a contract.
Really?
He was interested in forging you. He was interested in building you. You only signed contract January 2021, and that was when things went south. Now, he said he was on a budget of between 6, 7, 8 million every after 3 months.
Mr. Leo said something, this person said something, this person said something. I really don't care.
Okay.
My truth and my honest, whatever thing I'm going to say here is, I really don't want to go there. I don't want to talk about it. No, anything concerning Lion Production is in the past. I don't want to think
very well.
I don't want something that will stress my head and give me and take me back to a very bad place. I don't want it. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. Let's talk about that.
I will leave people there. The interview is, he said this, he said that. People, just like before you say this interview, people have been sending it to me. People who know the people who are aware of what happened and what really happened and all of that. They screenshot, they just take parts of the interview that didn't make sense in their ears. They send it to me. And they be like, Chai, I'm like, I don't even care. Let the public choose what to believe.
Yeah.
Anything that goes, I'll just use this opportunity to say this. Anything that goes out about me, the public will choose what to believe. If you choose to believe it, it's fine. If you choose not to believe it, it's fine. Like I said, whoever takes something first to social media is who is being believed. If you come after you can't defend yourself, trust me, you're wasting your time. That's what I have seen online. If they take a story to social media about you, people believe it. You come to defend yourself or you come to say your own side of the story. This is what happened, this is what happened. It will not even make sense. And trust me, I don't even want to give anybody a reason to talk about me. I don't want to give people reasons to why. Their opinion doesn't even count. They don't. People are fond of making conclusions without hearing other people's side of the story. Mm-hmm. Out of experience, I'm saying that there have been lots of things about me out there. People didn't hear my own side of the story. Even people who know me and people whom I thought were my friends, they will believe it without even coming to you and saying, hi, I heard this thing about you. Is this true? Is this not true? What really happened? What really happened? Hell no. They just believe it. And I've learned that about social media and I've accepted it and I'm just okay. So if he's saying this was what happened, this was what happened, then that was what happened. You can choose to believe it, you can choose not to. Okay. I don't want to talk about it.
Very well.
Yeah.
Now, when you left the label, you decided to go solo, right?
Yeah.
The narrative that was out there was, Kameni is ungrateful and stuff. Now the question is, did it ever affect your brand? Did it ever affect your image? Did it stop brands from working with you? How was this moment like?
I wouldn't know. Somebody didn't come up to me and say, I wanted to give you this, and because of this, I'm not doing it. Or I didn't have these people I was talking to, and then they later on changed their mind because of this and because of that. But I know in one way or the other, it affected it. All these small stories, before it gets to me, it must have gotten to millions of other people. Couple with companies, with brand owners and whatever thing. It must have gotten to them. But the truth is, God knows, like, my God doesn't joke with me. Truth never hides. You understand? Truth never hides. Truth not the hide. If you say, I always say this, if you say a lie about somebody, if you lie about somebody, it's like a debt. If you lie about somebody, it's like a debt. You will pay for it. You might be thinking you're just saying this, or you want to look good, or you want to do this, or you want to do this. But trust me, you will pay for it. And when you're paying for it alone. That time you will not even know when you're paying for it. You just should not say, but why my life done so? Why did thing happen to me now so? Why is this happening to me? Why is this one not happening to me? This thing was meant to be good. Why is it turning? You don't even know you're paying for something that you did to another person. You understand? So I always say this, when you say something that is not true, it comes back to you without you even knowing. You pay for it. So at the end of the day, I don't even know, like.
Okay. Now, you were under a label that was renowned, you know, and you decided to go solo. How was this transition? How difficult was it?
It's been hard. Trust me. I will not even sit there and say, oh, I don't move on. I feel do. It's been hard. But I will say this. There was one thing I got when I left Lion Production that I will continue to be so grateful to God for that. I got peace of mind. I got a healthy head. Like, my mental health became stable. I got peace of mind. I'd been a very sad person. People didn't just know. I'd been very sad. Don't mind when you see so many of us go on social media and be like, oh, what this, what this, what this. If I sit here today and tell you I have peace of mind and I'm really happy, I mean it. I have my peace of mind. My mental health is stable. Leaving Lion Production, I got that. I got peace of mind and I got a stable mental health. That meant everything to me. So pushing further or picking up from scratch, because I didn't even have a YouTube channel. I'm still trying to build my YouTube channel and all those things. There are a lot of things that were not just going on right, and I'm starting from all over again. I'm starting from scratch. Trust me. Leaving Lion Production, I came back and started from scratch. So it's not been easy, but I'm pushing. Thanks to my manager. She's never even leaving my side for 1 second. She has my back like forever. So we are trying, we are pushing. It's really hard. Like I said, I'm a strong young woman. We are strong young women. We are soldiers, and we will just keep fighting to get to where we want to be. Yeah.
Now, why the name Rude Girl? Many people feel like it's going to limit you. When you look at the comments online, blogs.
The truth is, people don't know the meaning of Rude Girl. Rude Girl means good girl.
Wow.
Many people don't know. Rude girl means good girl. Rude girl means strong woman, strong girl. Many people misunderstand the rude girl thing for being dangerous or being hard or being no. The meaning of rude girl is good girl. The meaning of rude girl is strong girl. That's the meaning of rude girl, and that's just who I am. That describes me. That's why I have the name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, as someone with a record label, how would you describe it? What does it take to run a record label?
I don't know, trust me. All I'll tell you is it needs a lot of money. A lot of money. And if you're just going to ask me if I'm about to sign an artist, I don't think in the next 5 years I'm signing anybody.
Oh.
No. There are so many people who are just being solo and they have their record labels. And you can't sign an artist if you're not stable. If you're not okay yourself. You cannot be... I can't even play with somebody. I know what it means. I know how hurtful it is. I know how painful it is. I cannot go and take somebody's child now and say, oh, I want to make you an artist, or I want to make you this, or I want to sign you. When I know very well I'm just going to stress their life and I don't know. I cannot do that.
Okay.
So I have to be really, really stable until I know I am stable. Where I know, say, I will spend 5 million on this person and it's not going to affect my own career before doing that. Most people in Cameroon don't even do that. You want to sign another person, you're not okay yourself. He ends up crashing. He ends up stressing the both of you. He ends up messing up a lot of things. So people be like, oh, I see people coming to my DM and be like, oh, you just opened the label. I heard you just created your own label. Please sign me. Hell no! If you guys are watching me, I'm not ready to sign anybody right now. In the next 5 years, I'm not signing. Except because people be like they want to invest in the label. If I get some really serious investors and they want to work with me and they want to make sense, hell yeah, I can start signing another person because I know like okay, the funds is there. But if it's just me, I'm not signing anybody in the next 5 years.
Okay.
I don't get power. Yeah.
Very well. Now, to those youngsters who dream of owning their own record label, we see a lot of young artists have a record label. What is that one thing?
Owning a record label is not anything. A name. You just go like in Cameroon, especially, it's just a name. Trust me. Which label they do it for which artist for the country? You just be like, if you want to check labels, we have more than 2 million labels in this country only. Only in this Douala. We have like 2 million labels in Douala. What are they doing? We don't even know what the label is. We don't even know what the label is. People just want to have a name and feel like I'm the CEO of this place. I see people do, even people who are selling a boiled granite, they be like they are CEOs. I don't get it. So it's not just about having a label, having the name that you have a label. You understand? It's not just about that. People probably want to be like, okay, you want to register this so that it exists legally and you have a logo and this is it. It takes a lot to say you have a label and you want to sign an artist. You get money. You feel chop fine. You get? People be like, you don't get 10 million if you get label, if you sign artists. You get 50 million if you sign artists. If you have 50 million and you're supposed to sign an artist, like how a label will sign an artist, you don't fit sign artists. You don't get label. You don't. No label is doing what a label is supposed to do in Cameroon. That's me telling you the gospel truth about all these things now. No label is doing what a label is normally supposed to do for artists in Cameroon. I don't want to call people that name them. I've had terrible experiences with people. People be like, they want to do collaborations with you, they want to work with you, and their labels are trying to reach out to you. It's all a mess. Artists, they suffer for the country. I don't know about other African countries, but you see this Cameroon, so many of us are dying in silence. I be just a one-man soldier walk out with my baby voice, can't shout here. This is what is happening. Because I have the guts to say, like I will say I don't care. Some people are ashamed to tell you they don't do this or they don't have this or this is how their labels are treating them. People will be ashamed to say it because out there they know that other people are looking at them like, the boy they fine with the glow. You don't wear this in, fake Gucci. You don't wear fake, like they see you like you have a lot of money. You know? Some of them who are guys, they just want to use girls. They use that to get small girls, and for them, that's an achievement. Hell no. Hell no. Artists are going through so much pain. Some of them have run into depression too many times, countless times. You people, the public don't just know. They come to the public, they have their, maybe someone, they are just looking neat and clean, and they be like, oh, they have money. Hell no. They don't. No label is doing, I don't know. If you look at the artists in Cameroon, look at those who have been successful, like majority of those who you call our list A artists, they are single artists, they are solo artists.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? They are solo artists. They are artists who left record labels to go on their own, to have their mental health in their hands, to have their lives and their destinies in their hands. Because trust me, when you have your destiny into somebody else's hands, Mami, it didn't say they Nyongo. It didn't say they sleep for night, they call your name. So many artists who are making it, who are trying, who are at least A artists, and they can be able to afford a car, and they can be able to stay in good houses, and they can be able to take care of their families. These artists are all solo artists. They left labels and they decided to struggle on their own.
Okay.
Name them. Call those who are in labels. Look at their lives. Look at their careers. Look at where they are. Most of those people in labels are going to... Stories come out. At the end of the day, story they come out now. You guys see it. this person do this to me, this person did this to me, I was under this label, I had depression, I was suffering. Only when they come out, they have the voice to talk. Only when they come out and they are stable. I tell people, one day you ask me any question about lion production, I will tell you. I've not even gotten over the pain and the hurt and everything. That's why I cannot even talk. Because trust me, if I should open my mouth to talk, the next thing I know if we continue the interview, we cry. So many people are going through a lot, and until they can be able to deal with that thing, they can be able to deal with it and finish them before they can be able to come out and say, okay, this was what happened, this was what, and people will be like, where? The same people who were insulting you and say you're ungrateful, they'll come out and say, where? Now this really happened. Why I not be toxins? Why I not be toxic? Why I not be toxic? Why I not be toxic sincerity? Artists are suffering. Trust me, they are.
Now,
especially the ones in labels.
Is there a way we can fix this? Let's talk about solutions.
First of all, is to keep business. Let's start with that. Okay. Is to keep business. Keep business. How do you keep business? If you sign a contract with somebody, I am going to do this, I am going to do this, do it. Don't sign it. I know of so many labels who have signed contracts. They have signed contracts and they be like, this is what I'm so, this is what I will do this, I'll do that. They will never do it. And because the artists cannot do that, they feel like, in fact, they already know the artists will do, they know nothing. You can't take them to court. You will not, you get how much? You understand? Mm-hmm. You will not be able to take them to court. You cannot drag them. You cannot do anything. They will sign a contract. They will not forfeit that contract, and you will not do anything. And artists, it gets in their way, and they start suffering. They start getting into depression. They start smoking weed. It's by the grace of God I don't smoke weed. I don't smoke cigarette. I don't drink alcohol. I don't even know how that happened. Because some people for situation where I don't even know if I don't even know, like, I don't know how I got past all of that without smoking, without drinking, without doing anything funny. I don't even know. So many people are going through lots of things, but they come online, they are dressed good, they are looking nice, you see them, that's my star, I don't know.
Now, before we talk about the way forward, your plans, congratulations on your recent song, Back to Sender. It's amazing. The video. First of all, let's talk about the comments online. How has it been ever since you dropped the song?
It's been good, and some people be like, oh, I probably recorded this song because of what happened. Trust me, that song has been recorded like 1 to 2 years now. Okay. I just have songs. Like if I want to release songs back to back album EP, and I want to be for 2 years without recording, I'll sit for 2 years without recording, and those songs I'll have songs too. Wow. So far it's been good. People like the song, it's moving. Anglophones especially, they have embraced the song. It's like this song is talking to so many people. Yeah. So many people are going through a lot, and it's speaking to different people in different ways. So it's been good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, what are your plans?
We'll be dropping an album this year, maybe end of year. We'll be dropping an album, but until then, singles, Europe tour, God's willing, America, God's willing, and then album, and then next year.
Okay. So you have a name already?
For what?
For the album. How many songs?
Not yet. I think the album will do like 12, 13, 14 songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would there be international collabos?
We're looking forward to. Definitely, yeah.
Okay. Wow. So we've come to the end of this interview. Is there any question that you would have wanted me to ask you and I didn't ask you, or anything you want to tell the public? Anything at all?
For those who are watching me right now, I just want to encourage anybody that has a talent I want to pursue it. Don't let anybody tell you can't do it. Don't let them discourage you. Don't let them stress you on it. Believe in yourself. Be determined. Be focused. Let your family be your motivation. At least family motivates everyone. Let your family be your motivation. Let yourself be your motivation. Be prayerful and respect the people who have been there your milieu before you. God bless you.